You guys, oh you guys, welcome back to Number 6 with Cheese. That's Corey, I'm Sean. Today, 7-layer nacho fries from Taco Bell, a new item. They look delicious, they sound delicious, but where do they rank? Glad you're here.
That's right, guys, and we also want to do a shout out. This one's a Patreon shout out for Mr. Slippy Jones. He's a huge supporter of the channel. He's always hopping on and off Patreon. He's an absolute G for coming back every time. This time he signed up for the $10 tier. Slippy, we can't tell you how much we appreciate it. And all of you guys who donate on Patreon, we appreciate what you guys do for the channel. So thank you so much. If you're interested, check it out, patreon.com/number 6 with cheese.
All right, time to feast. Let's go. Two 7 layers, so really 14 layers of nacho fry goodness in that bag from Taco Bell acquired jump cut. All right, Corey Wagner, second angle.
Let's see what we have got. Okay. So obviously the bed of fries, we're no idiots there. You're seeing the guac, you're seeing some tomatoes, there's sour cream on there. 2 types of cheeses. We got the shredded cheese and then also the nacho cheese. It's also got their like Taco Bell meat on there. And then also the creamy chipotle sauce is also on there. And black beans, yeah, I am seeing a couple black beans. So yeah, black beans on there too.
And here in Chicago, $4.49. I saw in the app, it was advertised as $3.99. So sometimes we get that kind of Chicago 50-cent bump.
Living in the greatest city.
Living in the greatest city. You know, I'll pay 50 cents to live in the greatest city.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
And then on my, well, this is our camera, but on the, whatever, here's this bigger camera showcasing it with a little more definition than a cell phone camera. None of this is really necessary. That's a big old glob of guac. Here we go. Seasoned fries, bunch of stuff. Dude, I'm gonna try to get a little bit of that guac in there.
Yeah, I got a little bit of the guac, a little bit of the sour cream.
Trying to get it all. All right, here we go. 7 layers. Cheers.
Okay.
There's pretty much no way this was gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I thought it was honestly gonna be a little more flavorful. Let me get more into it before I start making a call.
Fast food guac is tough to do because it comes, they're definitely not making that like Chipotle is.
No.
Traditionally it tastes a little too like just processed and like not like guac actually tastes.
I mean, it looks like a bit of an abortion.
It does, it's a lot. I love the creaminess of the sour, like I like coolness of sour cream a lot.
Yep.
And when you put this many layers on a fry like this, to me, the integrity of the fry, how it stays together is big. Because like you don't want it to be too mushy.
What do you think? This is not bad.
No, I think
it's not great.
No,
it's
not at all.
Perfect.
The fries are still keeping form. That's important.
Huge part of any loaded fry situation.
$4.49 for this. I don't think that's terrible. When I go to Taco Bell, I traditionally I like to get a few different items, right? So like, I don't know if I'd get this on my own because it's like a lot. I'll get like a fry with like dipping them in the nacho cheese, but I'm not a big loaded fry guy.
Not at fast food. Yeah, not at Taco Bell.
At a bar or something like that.
Yeah, I love them at bars, but
yeah.
I'll tell you what, I don't think I'm big on guac on the loaded fries. I don't think I've had it before, but I thought I'd be into it because I love guac on just about everything, but that kind of takes away from the other flavors that I want.
It's a lot of stuff competing.
Oh, yeah, like the guac kind of mutes the cheese when there's a guac bite and when there's a non-guac bite. The difference in the cheese flavor. I love the cheese. Nacho cheese, that's like
nacho cheese is one of the best condiments in fast food. You know who makes a mean 7-layer dip?
Who's that?
Debbie Ely.
Really?
Man, her like recipe that she just did my whole life growing up, like
killed.
Oh my God, I fantasize about it. I've tried to make it just like her and it's just never the same. I don't know what she's doing.
Can I get a little bit of Sixer sauce?
You can have as much as you want.
Sweet.
You have the ability to have literally as much as you'd like.
Okay, let's... Oh, guys, we should tell them about the podcast that we're on this week.
Oh, I would love to.
We just had Dario on an episode 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Great guy. You guys, a bunch of you guys went over in support of the podcast that he has, which we really appreciate that. It makes our audience look awesome. That's because you guys are awesome.
Right.
But he returned the favor. We were guests on his podcast, 77 Flavors of Chicago. We went to this really cool South Side spot, ate some food. It was so freaking fun. We just both were like having a blast, I feel like.
Cracking up. I legitimately laughed. That's the hardest I've ever laughed doing a podcast.
Oh, 100%.
Like I was having so much fun. His co-host and girlfriend, Sarah.
Sarah's great.
Such a delight.
She's awesome.
To be around. I actually think I like her more than Dario.
Rude.
Oh, I'll say it. But Dario and I both got some blue mother effas, MFers. It was a daiquiri bar. So like that I think is gonna be one of the more fun like podcast to listen to and watch.
I think so.
You should definitely go check it out.
I went home and was telling Kylie about your bit about saying MFer.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Dude, that really, I just like, the self-deprecation, leaning into that was really great for that bit, because I don't look like somebody that should be able to
No. Here's another thing about this, back to the food.
Yeah.
Here's another thing about this fries. I don't generally do this with my loaded fries, but this is way better as like after I mixed it up. Usually I like to just take my pieces and, you know, take it as it lies, you know?
Yes.
But I really like this as a mixed up.
Kind of mix it up like a pig would eat out of the trough.
Yeah.
Which is what
Very
we are.
disgusting, very piggish.
Taco Bell is really just a bag of goo with a little bit of like vehicles, like textures that they can throw in, like fry or a red tortilla strip.
Exactly.
All of it's goo.
Just different consistencies of goo.
Different consistencies of goo, all salty and great, but just very gooey.
One of the gooier spots that you can go to for the national chains.
Maybe the gooeyest.
Probably.
And for some reason, I always dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, after you say that a lot though and eat it, it's a little grosser.
Yeah, right? Well, before we get out of here, I do also want to say, not that we're getting out of here soon, we still have the roll rating process.
I was gonna say, dude.
I just finished my last of it. I'm like, all right.
Bye.
I did a vlog for Thanksgiving, if you guys want to check it out. We stayed in town, did like a Friendsgiving type deal. If you're into like fun little sentimental stuff and hanging out with like friends and all that jazz, you'll like it. And then we just got drunk and went bowling. It was really fun. It was
a good, well-rounded, sentimental, but then also alcohol.
Yeah, that's my life.
Necessary. Yeah, that's true. I asked for fire sauce and used none of it.
I know, I was thinking that, but you know what? When you got Sixer sauce.
True. It's like, do I put those in my bag?
The shame, the shame.
Gross.
It just got romantic as hell in here, bro. We're looking at a nice little sunset.
I'm horny. Anyways, all right, well, let's move on with the video, I guess. Before we go ahead and get out the boards and rate this thing out of 5, let's go ahead and break it down, be the food reviewers that we're supposed to be. Corey, you're up first.
Okay, so I don't think this is like the perfect move. I'm not a huge creamy Chipotle guy. I don't know why they insist on using that for everything. When they have the creamy jalapeno right there.
I'm so glad you said it.
This is like that bro who cheats on his perfect girlfriend. It's like, bro, you got the perfect thing right there. Go utilize it. What are you doing messing around with that ugly fat chick, bro? Anywho, I don't like the creamy Chipotle very much. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think the guac, which by the way, their guac is not that great. That was like a substandard watery guac in my opinion, so I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. Maybe adding it on certain items to like add a little bit of coolness to it. I'd rather just have sour cream for coolness. Usually I use guac for flavor, and I don't think that was very flavorful, so there's that. And I think it really was a detriment to this particular meal. I think my bites with the guac involved were my least favorite because they took away from the cheese, which I think is maybe the most flavorful, best part of Taco Bell. But fries held up pretty well. A little bit of sog, but not too bad. Still edible. Obviously, we got to it pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, everything else kind of went together other than those 2 points that I made. And then as for the price, could be a little lower, but not bad. It had a good amount of meat on it and a good amount of items, so price I'm pretty okay with. Yeah.
Overall for me, good, not great. Definitely something that was tasty, but I don't think I'd be getting it again personally. I'll also say this, those are not the 7 layers I would have used.
No.
So that might end up being a good flow into the comment later about what would be, but let's get into the rating.
Let's do it.
All right, producers at Jeopardy, can we borrow your song? Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
All right, this one's a little bit tricky. Okay.
I gotta sit very uncomfortable so that you don't peek.
I don't really, this is a tough one for me. I'm gonna go...
Much like your husband peeking in high school. Court? No, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
I'm pretty confident with this. I wasn't super confident.
This might be too high of a score, but I'll go with it because I already wrote it.
Yeah.
Even though my marker has a eraser. All right, on the count of 3, thanks for that song, by the way. Reveal your score here today. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Yeah, we're close. I should have been under 3, I think.
That's all right.
3-0. Well, I'm damn close, though. All right, how about this? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, new videos Monday through Friday. What would be your ultimate 7 layers for a loaded fry?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I've got mine, I'm gonna comment mine. Corey, I'm assuming like he always does every day, will comment his.
You better believe it.
And we'll see you again very soon for another video. Thank you for being here. Go snag the merch, sign up on Patreon, all that good stuff, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye.
Peace.